I am in desperate need of a mob grinder, as I currently need a lot of bones and gunpowder. So today we're going to be building a mob grinder, but not only are we going to be building a mob grinder, we're actually going to be starting my mini farming district. Now, as you can see, I'm on this mountain right here because this is where I would like to do it. Now, what I would like to do is kind of have a big kind of plateau going over here with like walls going into the ground here. Very similar to how we did like right there, for example, with the walls there, how it's kind of going into the ground. But instead of having like, scaling hills and things like that, or with wheat, we're just gonna have it be completely flat. And obviously it's gonna be made out of different blocks. And I would like to build it on a massive scale. Like I want to kind of do like a big circle kind of going all the way around like this. And then what I would like to do is with this farming district, I want to build up farms as I need it. So for example, today we're going to need the mob grinder. So I want to build up the platform, and then we're going to build the mob grinder kind of attached to it. So this is going to be a very modular build, but honestly, I'm very excited. And so I think it's time that we go ahead and get some materials and start outlining where we want it to go. Alrighty, so I have the blocks that I would like to use, and before I show them to you guys, I would like, excuse me, I'm just here doing my video. Could you not attack me? That was really rude of you, Mr. Goat. Anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I do have the blocks that I would like to use. However, I'm not going to tell you that yet because I do need to do a little bit of terraforming. Actually, it's a lot of terraforming, but a little bit for now because like I said, I would like to have a staircase, like a massive grand staircase leading up to here. And I was kind of, originally I think I was going to go over here just because it's easier, but I really wanted to come from the middle here. So I would like to fix this area up a little bit right here. Okay, so this is kind of what I have so far. It's a 5 wide staircase here, but I do want to use the 6th and the 7th block over here for decoration purposes. So the actual staircase itself will be 5 wide. So it's not like we're going to do like, only 3 blocks here and then call that like a grand staircase. No, 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 no. I want this to be like, this is going to be where the stairs blocks go, where we'll go up and down. And then on the side here is where we'll have some decoration. So with the staircase established, I think it's time we outline where we actually want the area to go. There is some powdered snow right there, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Now the blocks I would like to use is polished deep slate and some of the tough bricks here. Now what I'm thinking of doing is I want to do something. I want to go polished deep slate there, and then I think we'll go, do we want to go into tough there and then like 2 layers maybe? So what if we try going 2 layers here of deep slate, and then we go 1 layer of this, and then we go, or 2 layers of this? Like, do I like that? You see, there is a problem, and I think maybe we do 1 and 3. So 1 deep slate and then 3 tough bricks, because I would like to sprinkle in some mossy cobblestone in random bits here. I like that combo there. So yeah, I think let's see if we can do 3 like that. Does that look better? Because, I still want it to be detailed. So I do like, okay, I like the way the tough and the moss brick there, or the cobblestone, moss cobblestone, whatever that's called. I like the way that looks there. I don't know if I like the polished deep slate being only 1. So, okay, so what about that? I just doubled the thickness of the polished deep slate to be 2, and then we still have 3 wide here. I think that is the one there, honestly, because it still feels like, oh my god, oh my goodness me, this video is gonna be deadly. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot when planning this video that goats are a thing and they don't really like you. Oh man, I don't want to do this, but I mean, I will show them Link's Master Sword if they start getting in the way. My goodness me, that is the second time. I need you to, you know what? You guys didn't see a thing. I'm really nervous now. I'm gonna quickly go down here, but yeah, I really like the way you can see the black a little bit more, right? Like it's not just like a random line. It actually does look a little bit better. Let's get a little bit more though, because it's only 2. Let's get a little bit more in. We'll see if it's just me being weird, or let's see if we actually do like the way this looks. Okay, I think I can say with 100% certainty, I absolutely love the way this looks. No, no, you don't. Get away, Mr. Goat. I am not doing anything to you. I'm just trying to record a YouTube video. Yes, I do. I'm really nervous this episode. Oh my goodness. But yes, I do really like the way that this looks. So I think we're gonna go with it. Alrighty, I have finished wrapping the wall all the way around, and as you can see, it comes back here perfectly, honestly, coming back to the deep slate here. Now you can see that there is a gap here. We're just gonna make the staircase 6 wide instead, which is perfectly fine. It makes it even more grand in my opinion. But yeah, I really like the way that this looks. Now I know that we're supposed to be focusing on important important things. But I had to take note down, and this might be something that we do. I really like the look of the cave right there. Something about having like the wall be here and then we still have like a random cave here. I just absolutely love that. So maybe what we'll end up doing is we'll make it so that it like looks like it's a cave, but maybe we do like black wool or something so we don't actually have to detail the inside, but we can just like make the outside look cool. I think I want to try it. I know I'm supposed to be doing the actual build here, and I need my mob grinder, but honestly, I like that idea so much. So yeah, we're gonna quickly go ahead. I'm gonna get some materials. I think I'm gonna use spruce wood, honestly, just to make it look more like mineshafty. So and it connects it back over to there as well. So yeah, we're gonna quickly go ahead and get that really quick. Yeah, I do think that was worth it. And one thing that I've been really enjoying as well, by the way, is I love the snowy atmosphere. Don't get me wrong, it's a pain to have to wear leather boots to walk over powdered snow, or especially if it's like snowing, and you get like the snow layers on the blocks here. It is a little bit annoying, but I will say, as far as like the building here goes, I really enjoy how we have like the snow coming up the side over here. Like it looks, because usually I do like either stone or dirt or something like that, but having stone, or having snow, I'm sorry, it actually, I'm a big fan. That's all I'm saying. So I think we're gonna go ahead and flatten this entire area going to this block here. And honestly, I don't really know what block I want to use. I'm thinking of using something like polished tuff though, because it is in the same family as the tough bricks over here. And then for the polished deep plate here, maybe instead of using this, we use, I don't know, like we have, let's see, what options do we have? Because I don't know. So we have tiles, and we have bricks here. Maybe we just go bricks, maybe we'll do something like a mixture like this or something. Like, I don't know, like maybe like that's not bad. That's actually not bad. I don't mind the way that looks, because it looks similar to this, which is what I want, right? But it's not exactly the same. Yeah, this isn't that bad actually. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is quickly just fill in the entire land over here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I'm honestly really excited to see how it looks. So let's quickly go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, so I filled in a decent portion here of the ground with the blocks that we decided to use right here. And as you can see, we have a bit of a hole right here. Now, two things came into my mind when I was building this. The first thing is that this is going to take a whole lot of blocks that, quite frankly, I don't want to get. But actually, a second thing as well, I actually like the look of the snow. And one thing that I would love to try and do, honestly, is try and get some glass placed here. I don't think we're going to do normal glass. I think I would rather do maybe the gray stained glass, or maybe like a bright color to, you know, give this area some color. And then I want to try and place it on top here instead. I think that could be cool. But before we do that, before we go ahead and get the glass and experiment and whatnot, I actually want to do one last trim on the side over here, kind of just to separate the glass from this. So I don't know what block I want to use though, unless we bring back the mossy cobblestone from the side over here and we just make the entire thing inside here be mossy cobblestone, which I don't know how that would look. You know, it might look a little bit weird, but I do like the way that this looks. I think I'm going to go ahead and just wrap the entire edge with the mossy cobblestone. So with the mossy cobble in place, let's go ahead and start experimenting with the glass. Now, the first thing that I would like to try, I don't know if we're going to do this or not, and probably not, is the white stained glass, which, oh, actually, the white stained glass isn't that bad, because I actually like the way that looks. It almost makes it look invisible in comparison. Like, especially if we go into F1 where you can't see the side, it actually just oh, that's actually such a cool effect. Like, it looks like you're kind of floating, right? Like, I do like this. I wanted to try and get some color, and you know, maybe we will experiment with some other colors. Actually, I don't even think I want to experiment with other colors. I love the way this looks. Like, it's almost like a mist or like a glow. Oh man, I think the white stained glass is what we go for, honestly. Yeah, I really like the way that this looks. I like the way the snow, like I said, kind of looks like it's a mist or something like that, or like you're kind of floating above it. Like, I have been loving the way that this looks, and I think it was definitely worth doing. And the last thing that we're going to work on for this part in today's video is actually the side over here. I do want us to work on the mob grinder, but before we do that, I want to work on the actual staircase, because, well, I said I needed a staircase, so that's really all that we need to do. And for now, what I think I'm going to do is just keep using the polished deep plate on the side over here. We have like a 2 wide thick thing going all the way down. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm okay with doing this. Okay, so with the polished deep slate in, I think we're going to be using kind of what we did over here. We're going to be using the polished tough stairs and the deep slate brick stairs right here. And I think I don't know if I want to go something random, kind of like how we did here, because it was a lot more random here, right? I was thinking of doing something kind of like this here, right? But I feel like, yeah, with this being random here, I feel like the staircase should also be random as well. So that's what we're going to do. And here is the staircase. It's nothing fancy yet. I don't really know how I want to detail of the entire like thing here just yet. That might be something that we do on like a live stream or something. I don't know yet. I do want to add some like lampposts and stuff because right now it is all you know, spawnable. So we are going to just for now put some basic torches down. But yeah, eventually, like I said, I would like to get maybe some like redstone lamps in, like some that only activate at night. Maybe that would be kind of cool. But for now, I think that this entire platform is a success, and I am now ready to start working on the mob grinder. Now, before we go ahead and start working on the mob grinder, you might see that I am on Rupert, my trusty horse here. Now, the reason why I'm on Rupert and I'm going away from my main base here is because we are actually going to be heading back to our old base over here because I forgot an important member of family. If you guys remember my video about the happy gas when that first came out, I named my first happy gas Greg. And not only do I think he'd be helpful for this build, which is kind of why I'm going back for it, but also I kind of just miss him. Like I miss seeing my favorite happy gas, my first happy gas as well, with the red harness, my red being my favorite color, like flying around the world. It feels like the skies are kind of empty now, so I want to go ahead and bring him back. An occupant left behind an amazing comment complimenting the river from the last episode, but in that he also mentions he does like a little bit of stuff about Ohana and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But he says that I'm gonna have to go with Rupert to get Greg and reunite the family before Christmas. Maybe that's the challenge to reclaim the rest of your gear. And honestly, I think that that is just a brilliant idea. And the other thing that we're going to be doing as well is you can see that I have this shulker box titled next build. Ignore that. That's not really any relevance here. This is just like a spare shulker box I had. But what I'm going to allow myself to do is fill this shulker box and get any item that I want from my past base. But there's a catch. Any item that I don't bring in this shulker box or in my inventory, maybe if I need the extra space or something like that, is going to be left behind. I cannot go back later and get more of it. Maybe if I do another challenge, that's a different story, maybe in like the new year or something. But I think it would be kind of cool right now to just not have to rely on the old base at all. And that is what this shulker box is going to be for. Oh, we should be coming up upon it. Oh, my old Allay is here. Oh, look at that. Oh, I might bring you back, Mr. Allay. Welcome. And oh, here we are. My goodness, it has been a very hot minute. I have to reload the chunks. It's been so long. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and put Rupert back in his old horse pen over here. I think it was down here, down even further. I even forgot the birdies. I might have to bring these guys back too. Oh man, I miss these guys. Oh my goodness. It is so interesting to be back. Actually, let's quickly go ahead and grab Rupert and explore because I installed a new mod that lets me see further, as you guys can see. So I have to reload all of these areas here. And you see, that is the one thing that I didn't like about this area is everything was so far apart that it basically needed an elytra. So in one of the last live streams of the of this area, we did add this path here, which thankfully does work, although we won't be able to access that area over there. So we might have to I don't know, figure something out there. But oh man, this is very interesting. You know, I am going to leave him here, and I think there should be, I think in this box here, there is an elytra and some fireworks. Now, I do enjoy using Rupert and whatnot, but like I said, this base is very like spread apart and not really connected that well. So we're going to quickly go ahead. Do I actually have more leads? I think I left all my leads on my mule back at the new base. So that's unfortunate because I wanted to leave the Allay here. But yeah, I'm very curious. Let's quickly just go ahead and load in all of the chunks really quick. After loading in most of the chunks of the old area, I've got to say I don't actually miss this area that much. Man, this is very interesting. Anyways, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm not really here to get any of the old memories back because I don't really miss this. What I do want to do, however, is grab some items here. Before we make our way back, this is what I grabbed right here. So you can see nothing too crazy, I don't think. We have a couple books of mending here and some Swift Sneak 3. Even though we're probably going to be getting our good armor back, I do want to have this for show and whatnot. And I think it'd be kind of cool to like fully enchant it. So mending will definitely help here. I have my ores here, mainly my deep slate emerald ore and the normal diamond ore, because these are kind of rare. And the silent armor trim, again, kind of rare, and I'm very happy to have this. The dragon egg, and then a bunch of just stuff that I think would be nice to have. I think we're gonna get onto Greg here. Brilliant. And then we're gonna fly back up, and then I'm gonna connect. I have the bird and the allay connected to Rupert. I'm gonna connect Rupert to this guy, and then I'm just gonna go. Hopefully that works. Be home. Oh man, I'm so excited to have these guys back here with me in my new area that I love more than the last area. Boy, I'm so excited. And here we are. The entire family is now back home. We even got the second allay to come, which I kind of forgot I had a second allay, but it just halfway through me on like coming back home, I just saw that it was there, and I'm like, hey, I will take it. Now I just have to get these guys off of a leash, and so that means that we get access to the rest of our items here, and I am very excited to have this back and the spare things here. The rest of the stuff, honestly, this can wait in here. I've enjoyed my time not having the Elytra, like needing to get around using other forms of mobility. So yeah, for now we're gonna keep it there, but I am definitely going to equip my good armor, because boy have I missed my netherite armor. Oh, look at me, look how cool I am again. And of course, now we have Greg back. I've missed you a lot, buddy. I'm so glad to have you back. Alrighty, it is time that we start building the actual mob grinder. Now we're going to start off by going, I think we're going to go like, I know typically I always go 2 stacks in the sky, like, you know, 64 or 128 blocks. So I think we're just going to go with that, I think. And that's at least where we'll make our platform. I don't know if it's going to look too weird or not. I really hope it doesn't. But yeah, I think we're just going to start off by going something like this, I think. And what we're going to end up doing is we are going to make this be the bubble elevator. So we're going to actually replace this with that there. And then we do have the ice here that we are going to break, and we're going to make it be the thing. The, you know, bubble elevator going up. So yeah, I think that this should work. I think we're going to start off by just building this all the way up. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything crazy. Like, I could go get glass and put glass there just to make the tube look a little bit better. And honestly, it's going to take a lot of work, but I kind of feel like it would make it look a little bit better. But we're going to start off not doing that right away. We're going to make a little bit of like a base right here. Yeah, so I think starting from here, we will go up with glass, I think. Which again will take a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it, just so that it's not just a boring tower going straight up. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do it really quick. And there is the tower with the water. I used glass panes to save on some glass, which I didn't know if it was going to work originally, because I didn't know if like when I put the water there, if the water would go out onto the pane, because like, you know, water can flow through glass panes, but thankfully it didn't, and it saved me so much time. I also have a little thing down here, which I will use to just fall down here. Hopefully I don't like accidentally land over there. I probably should just make the glass go all the way down here, but that's fine. But yeah, so now we can quickly go all the way up, and it works very nicely. Alrighty, so this is where we're gonna have the actual platform. Now, one thing that I'm super excited for is working on the bottom part first. Now, usually when I build these, I always build the farm itself first, build the little drop down chute, and then the area where we kill them, and then the collection system is always a pain. But I'm gonna be smart, and we're gonna start from the bottom part, the collection system, and then go up. So here's what I would like. I would like to have a couple of chests over here, because we're actually going to use a copper golem to sort everything here. And I'm actually very excited for that. So I think the idea is going to be that I do want to kill them right here. So, you know, this is where we'll slash the mobs and whatnot. The items will go into this chest here. And then from here, this is where we're going to have a copper golem sorting everything right here. Now, here's the thing. I don't really know how much of everything we're going to be using, mostly because we're going to be keeping a couple things. So I would like to put like gunpowder here, maybe bones here, and then maybe things like the glowstone and the redstone and stuff that we get from the witches. Like, I don't really know. And then I don't know, like if we do like rotten flesh or something. What I do want, however, is this chest right here is actually going to be a bit different. So what I would like this one to act as is I want this one to be the garbage chest. Okay, that little red zone thing that I wanted to do took me way too long than I would like to admit to remember. It's something that I built before, and I kind of forgot it, but basically this is what we have down here. So what it should be is if anything goes into this chest here, which I probably should actually disconnect first. Like I should probably make like a power line here, or like something to block this. But basically what should happen is if an item goes into here, right, then this should detect there's something back here. This comparator detects if this is full. If there is something in here, then it activates and shoots it into the lava. For now, like I said, we are going to disable this, so we should put it here, and that should prevent, so that should prevent anything from being picked up here for now. And finally, we can get on with the rest of the farm. That, man, that is so embarrassing, honestly. Okay, so update. I have worked a little bit on the room on the inside right here. Now, I have some tinted glass right here, and I also just have some little stuff right here. Nothing too crazy in here. This is obviously where the copper golem and stuff will go. Now we have to work on this bit here. Now, I have this area going to here. I might actually lower it, I think. Now, I would like to do a little bit of a special build style. Now, I think I would like to use some tinted glass because I think it would just be kind of cool. And we are also going to use some polished tuff like this. And I think if we kind of just rotate like this, it would be really cool, honestly. Like, I've never really done a design like this. Now, tinted glass does allow us to still see through the thing. So obviously, if we look in, you can still see it. However, it doesn't actually let light in. So if it's sunny out, for example, that light won't actually get in, which is very useful for us in this situation. Okay, so at this point here, we have to decide how we want the design here to look, because what we could do is we could do like the kind of traditional box in the sky here and you know, have 4 streams of water and they each fall in here. That is something we could do. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go with the one that we have 4 little things over here. It just, I think, is the best one, and it's the one that I know, so it has some value there, I guess. You know, I'm placing in the blocks here for the actual layers here where it's going, and as you can see, I completed one. But one thing that I realized is when you look down, yeah, it doesn't look that great anymore with the bottom. So what we might end up doing is, I don't know if we're going to do it in this episode or what. I think I might make kind of like a gazebo thing on the top where we just kind of have like, you know, maybe pillars in some of the corners and stuff, and then have a roof on top of it. And then that way, even though from the top up here, it will look a little bit weird. But from the main area here down here, when you're looking at it, you'll still see like the glass, and you'll still be able to see all of this here, which I think I care more about. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. Okay, so the floors are done, and this is an interesting design that I have decided to go with. Now, obviously, as I just explained, light won't be coming into here, so we can still see the mobs, and I really actually like this. Like, I want to be able to, like, if I'm in free cam, to be able to see if there's mobs up here, which I do really like the idea of that. We're gonna need to go get more tinted glass, which is gonna be a bit of a grind because we need to go get the amethyst shards or whatever they're called. I have to go mine the pieces of amethyst from the buds, but honestly, I think it's going to be worth it. And then I actually forgot a couple of things, which I'm very glad that I actually have my ender chest here, because we're going to need this one, and also a workbench here. So the things that I forgot, first of all, I forgot the actual carpets here. So I don't like to have spiders in my farm, mostly because from my experience, they can actually clog up. So sometimes they'll climb up over here, or especially in the corners, they'll sometimes climb up to the corner, and then that just takes up the mob cap. So by doing the moss carpets here, we always do it in a design like this. That way it leaves no 2x2 spots, which is important because spiders need a 2x2 thing to spawn. And then the other thing that I forgot was actually trap doors. Now, the reason why we need trap doors, I don't remember if it's a full stack of logs that does it. I think so. Yeah, I think this should work. Mobs will see trapdoors as something that they can walk over, even when it's like this. So what they do is they'll walk over here, see this as a block, and then they'll fall in there, which I haven't put it in yet, but this is going to be water. So they'll fall in here, and then the water will push them down over to here. Alrighty, I have returned, and as you can see, I am at the bottom because I have finished doing the entire thing up here. And you can see that we do have a couple of mobs already up here, and already some creepers there. I've never actually done this before where you can like see the mobs right here. Like, this is very creepy to me, honestly, because usually you can only see their feet. But yeah, as you can see, we can just go ahead and kill them. And as you can see, we do not have a copper golem here. Everything is still going into this chest here, the copper chest, and that is because I would like to run this for a few maybe hours or so, just to get a variety of different items, and then I would like to sort them in myself, and then we'll go in and add the copper golem in here. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes now. I know that's not exactly a couple hours, like I said, but I have been using the farm here, killing the monsters and whatnot, and as you can see, this looks a little bit different. Now, I did add in the copper golems. I know I said we were going to do it together, but I was really excited to do it, honestly, and I kind of just did it. But I did originally do it with just the one guy there. You can see it's not the fully oxidized one like these guys are, it's the weathered one. And he was very slow. I couldn't deal with it, so I added 3 more, I'm sorry, for a total of 4. And I expanded the little box here a little bit more, and I also added some pane, the glass pane here, because it makes this a little bit more, I guess, walkable, like a little bit more space. So That's what these guys are here for. And honestly, at first it was still a little bit slow because this chest was backed up. Now, honestly, they organize it really quickly. As you can see, there's a couple bit of a lot of monsters here, actually. So let's quickly just go ahead and swipe them all down. And as you can see, because it now comes in slowly and there's 3 of them, they get it pretty quickly. Like, I haven't seen this been backed up in a while, and I've been really enjoying it. And as you can see, look how many we already have. We already have all of this gunpowder here. We have all of these bones here. We have a couple stuff here. I think this stuff here comes from the witches, the redstone, the glowstone, and the bottles. And then the iron and the carrots come from the zombies, which technically at the moment, this iron ingot is the only iron farm I actually have. So that's kind of why I'm keeping it. I don't expect to get too much. And then, yeah, we do have the output chest over here that's been, it's very loud. I actually had to lower my game sound for this recording because it is very loud having lava constantly go off, as you can kind of hear. But yeah, it's just been working brilliantly. I love this. And like I said, I think 1 guy was too slow, but 4 is perfect because as you can see, it's already kind of cleared it up and I can like kind of keep going and stuff, which I usually like to let them gather up a bit anyways. That's just kind of always how I've done this. So quite literally, there was nothing wrong with this. This is like my perfected mob grinder. And honestly, that makes me very happy. And that is going to be it here for today's episode of G1's Adventure. Which, yeah, we didn't do anything too crazy in this episode. I mean, it's no bridge, it's no river build or anything like that. But it was something that we desperately needed because, trust me, I ran this all last night just before I went to bed. And my goodness, is it actually kind of amazing. Like, I really enjoy it. And now we are fully geared up. And honestly, I'm just so excited to finally be able to lock in with big projects. I'm so ready now that I have my wings back, my good armor back, all my shulker boxes back. I am ready to lock in. Oh man, I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode here. If you did, consider leaving a like and smashing that subscribe button. That is the best way to support the channel. Also leave a comment because that also does help. And I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking of the series so far. What are you guys thinking of the reset? I'm just enjoying this so much. But that's going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next episode of G1's Adventure.